Go interactive with X-Ray, where we bring trading experts to you live in the platform. Choose sessions, watch live market analysis, and catch up on your favorite market insights anytime. Ask questions and go one-to-one with leading experts on gold, oil, FX, crypto, indices, and equities. X-Ray, your very own analysis team, right at your fingertips. That's higher trading from MarketsX. Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Boom, what's happening, beautiful people? Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe. How are you guys doing? Let me know how you're doing in the comments box below, guys. And if you like what you see, like, share, subscribe, and support us in delivering more great content. We are back after the Easter holiday. A few days ago, we turned a new page and we're heading towards the second quarter of this year. And while we were on holiday, guys, we saw Bitcoin rallying again and stopping just short of the all-time high once again. But the surprise move came from Ethereum that broke the $2,000 mark for the first time ever, following the news that Visa will allow its users to settle fiat transactions using the Ethereum blockchain. Ripple also outperformed in the last few days, jumping from 55 cents to $1, doubling the price in no time. And the crypto market value hits $2 trillion following the outstanding performance of these cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency market pulse coming up.
Keep your finger on the market pulse with the News Alerts tool. Stay up to date on the latest sentiment across all the major asset classes. Uncover bullish or bearish signals tied to specific assets that could be developing before major price moves, and track how news sentiment correlated with price in the past. Track the news volume on an asset, its fear index, and get a better feel for its underlying strength. All with News Alerts, your central hub for market information. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Right, and we're back, beautiful people, with the headline of the day. Cryptocurrency market cap reaches $2 trillion and Ripple price targets $1. Ethereum, Binance Coin, and Ripple have gained significant value in the last 24 hours. Now, why is this important, guys? Bitcoin is not the only cryptocurrency that you can trade out there. And with Bitcoin reaching $60,000 once again, it's very, very difficult. It's not as accessible to retail traders as it was last year, or a couple of years ago when it was only $20,000. So it's really worth having a look at some other coins, other cryptocurrencies, some cheaper ones, that move, and that could give you the fantastic opportunity of profiting from these movements. Let's have a quick look at this article provided by the finance magnates, guys. It was released a few hours ago. The cryptocurrency economy reached a market cap of over $2 trillion on Monday after the recent rally in altcoins. Ripple remained the best performing cryptocurrency among the top 10 after a jump of nearly 60% in the last 7 days. According to data published by CoinMarketCap, the total value of digital currencies touched $2 trillion on April 5th, which is its largest level on record. Additionally, Ripple, guys, crossed 0.93 cents during the latest rally, which was the highest level since May 2018. As of writing, the overall market cap of cryptocurrency assets stands at around $1.98 trillion. Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency, has a market cap of more than 1.1 trillion. And Ripple became the 6th most valuable cryptocurrency in the world after the digital asset reached a market value of $40 billion, which is more than Cardano, Uniswap, and Litecoin. Check this out, guys. Better than Cardano, or ADA, Uniswap, and Litecoin. Finance magnates reported yesterday about the recent dip in Bitcoin's market dominance. Bitcoin's share of the overall cryptocurrency market dropped below 55% after the latest rally in altcoins. Ethereum, the world's second largest digital currency, touched an all-time high of $2,150 yesterday after a significant surge in retail and institutional demand. Grayscale, a leading digital asset manager, also highlighted the growing institutional interest in Ethereum-related investment products recently. Currently, the asset manager has more than 3.1 million Ethereum under management, with a total value of more than $6.5 billion US. The world's sixth largest cryptocurrency, Ripple, has been on the rise since the start of last week. The digital currency jumped from 0.55 to 0.93 cents within the last 7 days. Binance Coin recently crossed the market cap of 50 billion after the digital currency jumped nearly 25% within the last week. As of writing, BNB is trading near an all-time high of $390 with a market cap of more than $58 billion. The world's top 6 cryptocurrency assets include Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Tether, Polkadot, and Ripple. Very, very interesting news, guys. Very, very good news for Ripple. Okay, let's see how Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple all moved in the last few days. I'm going to start with Ethereum on the charts provided by our sponsors and our friends at markets.com. Yeah, we're looking at Bitcoin on a 60-minute chart, guys, that in the last few hours started trading higher, trading somewhere around the $58,500 after bouncing off that 200 moving average on the 5th of April, which was yesterday at 6 o'clock. Now, in the same time, we're looking at Ethereum, guys, which is currently trading at over $2,000, $2,112.80 for Ethereum after last week. Visa stated that they will allow its users to settle fiat transactions based on the Ethereum blockchain, which is great news for crypto users out there. And have a look at Ripple, guys, which has been surging in the last 24 hours, closing somewhere above the $1 mark, $1.09 from what we see here. It's currently trading at 99 cents, just 1 cent below the $1 mark. By far, the greatest rally in the last few days is Ripple's rally, guys, which rallied over 35%. Now, why is this important? As I mentioned a few minutes ago, there are other coins you could trade on, or you could purchase from an exchange and hodl for some time, in hope for profits. So, unless you don't want to spend $30,000 purchasing half a Bitcoin or $60,000 purchasing an entire Bitcoin, have a look at Ethereum, guys. Have a look at Ripple. Have a look at Cardano, and Polkadot as well. They are top 6 cryptocurrencies this year so far, and they are growing as we speak. Now, some of them are only worth a few cents. Some of them are worth about $1, or some of them are worth, like Ethereum, $2,000. It's still $58,000 away from where Bitcoin is. So don't keep all the focus on Bitcoin only. Have a look at other coins with great potential. What I can suggest is the top 5 or the top 10 coins, guys. And if you like what you see, create a portfolio. You could create a portfolio of coins if you want to purchase and forget about them for the long run. Or if you want to trade them, guys, there's something else to be traded apart from just Bitcoin. This is the message I have to pass today. Stay tuned. We're coming back live in a few minutes with the US markets open.
Go interactive with X-Ray, where we bring trading experts to you live in the platform. Choose sessions, watch live market analysis, and catch up on your favorite market insights anytime. Ask questions and go one-to-one with leading experts on gold, oil, FX, crypto, indices, and equities. X-Ray, your very own analysis team, right at your fingertips. That's higher trading from MarketsX. Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Right, what's happening, beautiful people? Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe, and welcome everyone to our live stream. Let me know how you're doing, guys. How was your Easter holiday? What did you do? How are you feeling? Let me know in the comments box below, guys. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and support us in delivering more great content. It does help us a lot. Come on, guys. Be supportive. Don't be haters. Like, share, subscribe. Much, much appreciated. Now, let's see what's happening, guys. We were away for a few days. I don't know if you missed us or not. We definitely missed you. And after a few quiet days on the markets, due to the Easter holiday yesterday, we saw the US indices, the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 breaking new record highs. With Joe Biden's promise to vaccinate the US population in record time, the economic recovery is now one step closer than we thought, and so are the interest rate hikes. Now, the European indices traded at their highs today, with the German DAX gaining 0.9%, the CAC 40 in France climbing 0.5%, and the FTSE 100 in London, guys, also gaining 1%. The German health minister, Jens Spahn, said yesterday that Germany is aiming to vaccinate 20% of its population by May this year. Germany, the largest country in the European Union, has been forced into fresh lockdowns, with many of its neighbors struggling to combat a rise in infections. These mobility restrictions in Europe, even though easing in the UK and Portugal, are set to delay the region's economic recovery, but growth signals are more positive in both the US and China. Now, let's see what's happening in the markets today, guys. 6th of April, 2021. The market value of the cryptocurrency universe hit $2 trillion for the first time, helped by a 35% surge in Ripple to its highest in more than 3 years. Ether, whose Ethereum blockchain is central to a burgeoning network of decentralized finance initiatives and applications, also rose over 3% to an all-time high. The U.S. stocks are set to open lower today, consolidating after a surge to record highs on Monday. That was led by optimism over the outlook for reopening the economy. That rally was in part an extended effect of a blowout jobs report on Good Friday, which saw the U.S. economy adding over 900,000 jobs in the month through March. Crude oil prices also extended their gains on expectations that the U.S. and Chinese economies will continue to drive a rebound in global demand. Oil prices had fallen over 4% as the market absorbed the news of an unexpectedly sharp increase in supply from the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies over the next 3 months. And gold futures pushed higher, recovering from the 16,000 mark the previous week and trading close to 1740 resistance level. U.S. markets open coming up. Right, happy Tuesday once again, beautiful people, and welcome to our live stream after the Easter holiday. Now, let's have a quick look at the economic calendar, guys, and see what is happening in the markets today. If we have any big announcements happening. Yesterday, just a quick look at yesterday. Again, half of the world was still celebrating Easter. Half of the world was still in the Easter holiday. Therefore, financial markets remained closed. However, guys, today we started with a couple of announcements after midnight coming from Japan. We had announcements coming from China, Australia, and at 9 o'clock GMT plus 2, the announcement started coming from the Eurozone with the Spanish unemployment change, which came out to negative 59.1 thousand. At 11 o'clock GMT plus 2, we had the unemployment rate in the Eurozone, which unfortunately remained at 8.3%. Versus the 8.1% that economists were expecting. And we're going to have a couple of announcements this afternoon on the US dollar, guys. We're going to have the job openings. We're going to have the API weekly crude oil stock announced at 10:30 GMT plus 2, guys, as well as the CPI year over year and month over month announced at 1800 hours GMT plus 2 on the Russian ruble. Okay, and tomorrow, guys, we're going to have a bit more activity in the economic calendar. Things are coming back to normal slowly in terms of economic data. And we're going to have a lot of announcements in the Eurozone early in the morning. Okay, followed by a couple of announcements from the UK. And at 2:30 GMT plus 2, we're going to start the announcements coming from the US, guys, with imports, exports, trade balance for February, as well as the crude oil inventories and the Cushing crude oil inventories, which will be announced at 4:30 GMT plus 2. Okay, along with the Fed meeting minutes, big day tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening in the economic calendar. We're going to have at 2000 hours GMT plus 2 the FOMC meeting minutes. Okay, and this is the sign that things are getting back to normal in terms of announcements and volatility. Now, let's have a quick look at the charts of the day, guys, and see how the assets moved in the month of April since we started April, one day ahead of the Good Friday. Yeah, that happened last week. So I'm gonna start with crude oil WTI, guys. There we go. Yeah, on a 60-minute chart, we saw crude oil entering a ranging market on the 18th of March. Okay, and where you see the highlighted blue area is the price action basically since the 1st of April, okay, until today. So since the 18th of March, we saw crude oil ranging between 61.87, okay, and 57.50, somewhere there. So we're looking at $3-4 swings, okay, which could be very, very good for swing traders, yeah, for day traders especially. Now, since the beginning of the month, we saw a bit of a fluctuation in oil price. Yeah, let's not forget that we had the Suez Canal, the biggest canal in the world, shipping canal in the world, blocked for a few days by a big tanker, and we had up to 300 ships queuing in the canal. Therefore, we saw a movement in the oil price. We saw oil price swinging a bit, yeah, moving up initially and then coming down. Okay, and as the news got closer that the Suez Canal was open, then we saw crude oil started rallying again. Okay, it's currently trading at 59.78. Okay, somewhere in between. Okay, the average highs and the average lows. So quite a bit of a swing since 1st of April for crude oil WTI. Let's see what's going to happen from there. We're looking at the euro, guys, which started the month trading low at 117.15 and is currently trading at 118.29. It gained a bit in the last few days. Okay, the US dollar is not doing so well. So probably based on that, the euro got a bit of a push, settling above the 200 moving average that we see there on the charts. Okay, and settling somewhere higher, somewhere higher than the average lows. Now, let's see what's going to happen from here. It's very, very interesting to see what's going to happen in a few minutes at the U.S. markets open, guys. We're about 10 minutes away of the U.S. markets open. So far, we see the euro in an uptrend with the RSI not being able to come all the way down to the oversold levels. It's still supported by that 50% between the oversold and overbought levels. We're looking at stochastic pointing upwards. Let's see what's going to happen. Don't be surprised if you're going to see a bit of a correction happening, or a rally as we get closer to the U.S. markets open. But overall, the euro traded higher since the beginning of the month. Okay, and we're waiting for signs from Europe, okay, to see where euro will go next. If it helps the European stocks, guys, if we're looking at the CAC 40 in France, okay, started the month on a positive note. It traded a bit higher today, gaining about 0.5%, if I'm not mistaken. We're looking at the FTSE 100, guys, which started trading higher since the beginning of the month, since 5 days ago. And it moved 1% higher in the last 24 hours or so. And also the DAX 30, guys, we see a triple top on the DAX 30. However, it had a good rally today. okay, on the European trading session. Let's see where it's gonna close today, and most importantly, where it will open tomorrow. Now, moving on. Yeah, we're looking at the pound, which again started the month lower at 137.61 or somewhere there in that region. We saw it moving slightly higher, okay, all the way up to 139.20. And after that, we saw a retest of the 200 moving average. The price right now is 138.38. There is a bit of positivity on the horizon from the UK. But let's see what's going to happen after the U.S. markets open. Stochastic pointing upwards, turning around from the oversold levels. And the RSI is a bit worrying, as it's still hanging very close to the oversold levels. Let's see what's going to happen. The US dollar, on the other hand, started tanking since the beginning of the month. We saw it trading sideways for a couple of days, and then it started tanking. We saw a retest of that 200 moving average, followed by a rebound, and then we saw the candlesticks closing below the 200 moving average, currently trading at 109.86. There is potential for the downside for the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, guys, and probably in times like this, traders will aim for the 109.34, somewhere there. That's where the previous high was. Overall, the performance since the beginning of the month for the US dollar versus the Japanese yen is downwards. Okay, and for the euro versus the US dollar, as well as the pound, is upwards. Now, the Aussie dollar is moving upwards, just like the euro and the pound, guys. Starting the month somewhere very low, around the 0.7541 mark, and currently trading at 0.7637, gaining a bit. Still, there is a bit of weakness on the market. We didn't see the candlesticks consolidating above the 200 moving average, which would indicate a potential uptrend. Let's see what's going to happen. USD CAD, guys. Again, the US dollar is weakening versus the Canadian dollar. It started the month towards the 126 flat, and it's currently trading lower, 125.63. Last week, we saw the USD CAD pair trading as low as 125.01. Big swings in the markets. However, these swings could mean tremendous profits for the right type of traders. Now, 125.61 for the USD CAD this afternoon. We see a rejection of that 200 moving average. Let's see what's going to happen. RSI, stochastic, both turning around, pointing downwards. Okay, I'm afraid we're going to see the US dollar trading lower versus the CAD and the Japanese yen for the next couple of days. Now, as we get closer, we're only 7 minutes away from the US markets open. We're going to see the S&P 500, guys, which yesterday opened at record highs. Okay, closing at $4,077.91. This is the tremendous performance of the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones as well. Okay, yesterday. Now, today, the markets are expected to open lower, guys. So keep an eye for this key level of $4,020.06, where the gap will close, guys. Very, very likely we're going to see a closing of the gap. Yeah, this is what happens when the markets open with such a big gap. Okay, next day or during the same trading session, we might see the gap being closed. Okay, and in this case, this will translate to a downwards movement of the S&P and the Dow Jones. Okay, towards 33,167.71 for the Dow Jones. Okay, and once again, the $4,020.92 for the S&P 500. Overall, we're looking at positive performance, which is always good for the stock markets. Let's see what's happening with the US dollar index, guys. There is the US dollar index, which started the month. Okay, we're looking at the US dollar index on the 1st of April at 0 hours. Yeah, it started the month trading somewhere at 93.35. Okay, and it's currently trading at 92.53. Okay, on the dot. RSI, stochastic, both pointing downwards. And if we look carefully, we see that the RSI was not able to reach the overbought levels for quite some time now, guys, since the beginning of the month. So clear weakness on the US dollar index. And this can be translated as weakness on the US dollar index versus all its other peers. Yeah, let's not forget yet the euro. Let's not forget the pound. Okay, which are both trading higher from the beginning of the month versus the US dollar index. Now, what do we know, guys? If the US dollar goes down, Gold price trades higher. We saw gold price starting the month very, very low towards the $1,710.62. That was the price of gold at 0-100 hours on the 1st of April 2021. And gold futures are currently trading at 1,739.15. 25 as we speak. Yeah, we see a bit of fluctuation there as we get closer to the US markets open. Now, let's have a quick look at light crude, guys, which is copying crude oil WTI. Guys, again, we're looking at a ranging market, yeah, which started on the 18th of March. Okay, and surely but slowly, yeah, we saw the price trading higher. Now, Brent oil futures started the month. Let's see where the first is. There is the first. There we go. Yeah. Started the month trading at $62.85. It pushed higher all the way up to 65.14. We saw a lower swing, 61.33. And now it's currently trading at 63.48. However, we see the 200 moving average not allowing the price to go all the way up and test the average highs like it did before. Let's see what's going to happen. Very, very interesting to see what's going to happen. Silver futures. Let's see how silver moved from 1st of April. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 1st of April, 0-100 hours. Silver was trading at $24.31. The current price is $25.13. Yeah, so this means, guys, that silver gained about $1. Okay, since the 1st of the month. Overall, it's a positive trend. It's an uptrend with the RSI stochastic pointing upwards. And if you look carefully, you can see that the RSI did not manage to reach the oversold levels for quite some time. Last time the RSI reached the oversold levels was on the 30th of March at 2300 hours. Right now, everyone's favorite, guys, the mighty Bitcoin is currently trading at $58,500. Yeah, 499 after started the month, okay, at the exact same price, believe it or not, $58,758, a couple of $100 more expensive than today. We saw a couple of very interesting swings, guys, which brought tremendous profits to some tremendous losses to others if they were caught on the wrong side of the trade. Okay, and we wait to see what's going to happen from here. Now, one thing you got to remember, guys, is that cryptocurrencies are completely decentralized. So the price action is given by investor sentiment, yeah, by yourselves. So the more people will purchase, yeah, the higher the price will go. The more people will sell, yeah, the lower the price will go. This is how cryptocurrencies work, being decentralized. 58,500 for Bitcoin this afternoon. Not a lot of movement happened. If anything, we saw Bitcoin pulling back during the European trading session. Let's have a look at Ethereum, guys, which looks a bit better. Ethereum that is currently trading at all-time high, guys. Let's clap a round of applause for Ethereum, as Bitcoin is not the only cryptocurrency in the world, guys. $2,111.98 for Ethereum, guys, which started rallying last week after Visa announced that it will allow its users to settle fiat transactions using the Ethereum blockchain. Very, very good performance for Ethereum, guys, trading higher in the last 5 days. Now, we are exactly 1 or 2 minutes ahead of the U.S. markets open, guys. I'm going to run the headlines of the day by you, and then we're going to have a look at the charts of the day and see how the U.S. markets will open today, what's going to happen with the S&P, what's going to happen with the Dow, and more importantly, will they head lower to close the gap they left yesterday? Stay tuned. Let's have a look together. We're coming back live in 30 seconds, guys. I need 30 seconds to catch my breath.
Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Right, and we're back. Now, number 2 on the board, guys. Crypto hits 2 trillion market cap. I would count it as number 1, guys. This is a very big news that came in today from investing.com. The market value of the cryptocurrency universe hit $2 trillion for the first time, helped by a 35% surge in Ripple to its highest in more than 3 years. The developments came as the craze for digital art, so-called non-fungible tokens, appears to be cooling. Additionally, analysts at JP Morgan noted that flows into Bitcoin funds have slowed to some $50 million a week from the peak over 10 times that much at the end of last year. At the same time, central banks are also advancing their own digital currencies. China began testing cross-border transactions using its own digital version of the yuan over the weekend, the first for a major world central bank. Well done, China, for that. Well done, JP Morgan, for letting us know what's happening with the trading volume on the Bitcoin funds. Okay, and well done, Ripple, for surging over 35%, guys, in the last few days. There is the surge in Ripple. Okay, this is the 4th of April. Yes, so we're looking at the last couple of days. This was the movement, guys. This was the movement that happened in Ripple price. Okay, it traded higher from 0.59 or 0.55, somewhere in that area. It literally doubled in less than 48 hours. Very, very good movement. Now, keep an eye on the correction and wait for another potential entry for the uptrend. Now, let's move on. Let's see what's number 3 on the board, guys. U.S. stocks set to open lower today, consolidating after a surge to record highs yesterday that was fueled by optimism over the outlook for reopening the economy. We already spoke about that. I'm not going to go into it once again. Now, number 4 on the board, the heads roll at Credit Suisse, guys. For beginner traders, if you don't know what happened, Credit Suisse lost quite a bit of money. So Credit Suisse said it expected to lose $4.7 billion from its exposure to Archegos Capital Management, the family office of former hedge fund manager Bill Hwang. It is also facing losses reported to be around $1 billion from exposure to Greensill Bank, the collapsed supply chain finance specialist. The Swiss bank said investment bank had Brian Chain and Chief Risk and Compliance Officer Lara Turner will both leave along with various other executives at a lower level. Credit Suisse carried out a cull of senior management in the wake of twin fiascos that have cost it billions of dollars in the last month. It also suspended its share buyback program and cut its dividend by 2/3. Wow, guys, we're talking about Credit Suisse. We're talking about a huge, huge bank. Wow. Anyway, the last but not the least, guys, oil rebounds, steel, Iran talks eyed. Crude oil prices extended their gains on expectations that the U.S. and Chinese economies will continue to drive a rebound in the global demand. By 7:15 a.m. Eastern Time, U.S. crude futures were up 2.3% at $60 a barrel, while Brent crude futures were up 2.1% at $63.47. Also, very important, today, we'll likely focus on the U.S. government's short-term energy outlook and the progress of indirect talks in Vienna between the U.S. and Iran. So a bit of volatility is expected on oil as well. Now, guys, we are already 2-3 minutes into the U.S. trading session. Let's see how the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones open today. There we go. Yeah, we see them both opening to the downside. There is the S&P 500 and there is the Dow Jones. Okay, so keep an eye on the gap, guys. We might see this gap being filled. Okay, and the price might head lower. Okay, helping this gap closure. Now, crude oil, a few minutes into the U.S. Markets trading. We can see trading at $60.23, gaining a bit of volume after the U.S. markets open. We see the euro gaining as well. Okay, and trading higher, 118.39 for the euro. We're looking at the pound, guys, which earlier on was rallying to the upside. Yeah, trying to test that 50 MA. We see it rallying to the downside, most probably after the U.S. markets open 138.51. No, it's still pushing higher. Let's give the markets a few minutes to settle. We're looking at USD JPY, guys, again, eyeing that 200 moving average to the upside. Okay, 138.51. Okay, we see turning around, RSI turned around, pointing downwards. Let's see what's going to happen. Guys, the markets need a few minutes to calm down. Okay, now quick look at Apple, guys, which opened to the downside today after closing in red yesterday. We're looking at Amazon, guys, which opened slightly higher today, 3,231.89 for Amazon. We're looking at Nvidia, which opened to the downside. It's retracting as we speak, and Tesla as well, guys, open to the downside, but we see a bit of positivity right now, trading at $688 flat. However, there is a gap, guys. There is a gap. Okay, between yesterday's close or last week's close, okay, and yesterday's open. Gaps will be filled sooner or later. Yeah, so keep an eye on this for now, and let's see what's going to happen. Now, let's have a quick look at some trading signals provided by investing.com, guys. Don't forget, if you're aiming for more accurate trading signals, our trading partners and sponsors at markets.com have an amazing trading platform, okay, which gives you the signals and the source straight on the platform without you having to click 20 times and consulting various signal websites, or even worse, guys, paying for signals. Okay, so keep an eye on that. Now, strong buy indications on 3 out of the 4 time frames for the euro, guys, versus the US dollar this afternoon. We see the pound strengthening as well with the strong buy indications on a 5-minute chart. The daily remains a strong buy as well. Here we see the US dollar weakening against all its other peers. USD JPY and USD CHF indicate strong sell positions shortly after the US markets open. What else do we have? We have the euro strengthening versus the pound, guys. This is the first one in some time. Yeah, euro GBP strong buy indications with the daily remaining a strong sell. Euro JPY and Euro CHF strong sell on 3 out of the 4 time frames, and GBP JPY and GBP CHF strong sell once again on 3 out of the 4 time frames. Okay, so the dollar is strengthening. The dollar is weakening. Okay, the European currencies are strengthening this afternoon. Let's have a quick look at commodities, guys, and see what investing.com thinks about commodities this afternoon. We're looking at gold and silver with all green on the charts, as well as copper, guys, and the crude oil and Brent oil. A lot of green for commodities this afternoon. This is what we like to see. Okay. Even US wheat, guys, indicates 3 strong buy positions out of 4. Okay, with gold, silver, copper, crude oil, WTI, and Brent oil all indicating a bit of strength today. Now, Wall Street stocks, guys. Let's see how Wall Street sees the stocks today. What's happening? We're looking for 4 of a kind. Yeah, there's no point looking at mixed trading signals. We might get caught in the crossfire. So far, we see General Electric with 4 strong buy indications. We see AT&T with 4 strong buy indications. Bank of America, 4 strong buy. Unfortunately, Goldman Sachs is indicating a strong sell all over the board. Okay, so mixed signals today. We could have a quick look at the Wall Street indices and see how they are expected to move. Strong sell for the NASDAQ, strong sell for the S&P, the Dow Jones, and the big NASDAQ as well. Okay, so probably we're going to see the gap being closed, or some gaps being closed. Okay, there we are. Okay, and we take it from there. The daily remains a strong buy, guys. So the U.S. stock markets are expected to do tremendously well overall. However, okay, we see these gaps at the opening, which might translate into a bit of selling pressure later on. The Russell 2000, guys, the small cap 2000 is rallying with 4 strong buy indications on all 4 time frames. Right, this is it, guys. This is it from my side today. A lot of things are happening in the markets as people come back from the Easter holiday. Europe did tremendously well today, with the European stocks all trading higher, 0.5%, 1%, and 0.6% respectively. The US stock markets closed at record highs yesterday. Let's see what's going to happen today. Join me once again tomorrow, guys. Same time, same place for a new round of market talks. We have a question. Right, Oliver is asking me if I know what time the Ripple case is at today. Oliver, I have to apologize. I do not have that information right now. Now, join me tomorrow. I'll have a look at it and I'll tell you the outcome. I'll look more into it. This is it, guys. Join me again tomorrow, same time, same place for a new round of market talks. Until then, remember to trade responsibly and may all your trades be in the money.